Welcome to FuelCast, your go-to space for inspiring, engaging, and uplifting conversations, connecting those who want to make a difference in the lives of our children and communities. Together, we are fueling Georgia's future, one conversation at a time. It's now time for FuelCast Georgia.
So we're excited to have an opportunity to have a discussion with Amy Phillips. We're excited you're joining us today as a Georgia parent. It's often, we hear the voice of school nutrition directors and other district level staff, but we want to hear from a parent. So our listeners have a chance to get to know you a little better. Where did you grow up and how did that help you turn into the person you are today?
My name's Amy Phillips and I grew up actually in Toledo, Ohio. I moved to Murray County when I was 19 and met my husband and had our children. So my children are 27 and 24. And then recently, about a year and a half ago, I have gotten custody of my 6-year-old great niece. Mm-hmm. So my children are out of the house and I've started over.
Started over.
I've started over.
How long have you been participating in the program and what first led you to even try the program?
I feel like we've been participating for about 20 years, so when my children were in school. And it was a flyer that had come home just talking about the summer program. And my kids were excited to go try it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was the experience like from a parent perspective and maybe the feedback that you got from your children?
Taking them at that time and when they would see, like, that's my lunch lady, so they would see their lunch lady, and then just, you know, for them to see what they were serving that day. They'd get excited if, you know, if they were serving chicken nuggets or pizza or whatever it was they were serving.
Yeah, so what do your children, and I know you have a range because you have older children and now you have a 6-year-old.
Yes.
What do your children enjoy about summer meals? I know there's got to be a lot of variety and choice. Tell me about that.
Well, for my 6-year-old, she actually participates through the Boys and Girls Club. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, probably like everybody at times right now are different than it was when my children were smaller. And so when she's getting like the fresh broccoli or if she sees she's getting grapes or carrots, she goes crazy over carrots. She gets excited, you know, just for the variety.
Yeah, what do you think that does for her, having a variety of food options? How do you think she perceives that? Well,
she is 6, but she thinks she's 16. And so she tells me, you know, she knows my plate. She knows that she's supposed to have so much vegetables, so many fruit a day, and then she just knows all of that. And so she gets excited when she sees the different, I guess, colors, because I talk about the colors to her.
That's wonderful. Yeah. What an aware 6-year-old.
She's
and
very.
That's the goal of the school nutrition program, is for children to find that interest in consuming quality, nutritious meals. And she's aware. She knows the My Plate. That's a big deal.
She knows the My Plate.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Amy, how do you fit summer meals into your schedule? Walk us briefly through your family's summer routine.
Well, I work every day, and so my niece actually participates through the Boys and Girls Club, so she gets her meals through the Boys and Girls Club every day. And it makes me feel good knowing that I don't have to worry about what she's eating or if she's eating, you know, a well-balanced lunch or even snack, because I know she's getting a quality meal.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of our program, that assurance that a child is getting access to those quality meals every day.
Yes.
If a parent is on the fence, what would you tell them about the quality, the convenience, or value of summer meals based on your own experience?
I would tell them to go. I mean, it's like I said, it's a hot meal every day, and they get their choice of their chocolate milk or white milk, and the kids get excited for chocolate milk in the summertime.
Of course.
Or my kid does. And so I would just tell them just do it, because it's very convenient and it's there. You know, utilize it. And
it's safe.
It's safe.
So that's another added benefit.
Yes.
So Amy, do you have any friends or family that participate in the summer meal program?
Yes, actually my sister, so one of the sites are in her little subdivision, and she takes care of her 3 grandkids, and so they all 3 get to participate into and they're younger, they're 3 and 4. Okay. And so, you know, they see them pull up and they run out and, you know, sometimes in their diapers, but they run out to get their lunch. Yes. And they get really excited. So they don't get to see that in school, like through the school year, because they're younger.
Right. So what's some of the general feedback from your sister's perspective? Has this been a valuable asset to her? I'm assuming it has.
It has, because like I said, there's 3 of them that she helps take care of, and so the cost of it, you know, in knowing that they're getting that, I guess, well-balanced lunch that it's very convenient for her. It's a blessing.
Yes. So Amy, you told us about your niece and how she gets access to summer meals at the Boys and Girls Club. You have older children, and your sister has grandchildren. Is there a registration process to get access to summer meals for them?
No. We they advertise, so we see the times and the sites, and so we just show up to whatever site. You know, we can go whichever site we're close to. So
It's easy and
it's
accessible.
easy, yes.
We had a wonderful conversation speaking to a parent from Murray County, Amy Phillips. She shared such wonderful insights related to the ease of access to summer meals in her area and how engaging and supportive the community is during those vital summer months. So Amy, we thank you for joining us today and having this wonderful conversation about such an important program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So joining us today is Amanda Ridley, School Nutrition Director in Murray County. So we're excited to have you, Amanda. So we're excited to get this conversation started and discuss Seamless Summer Option with you. So before we jump into talking about the program, tell me a little bit about you.
Okay, well, I am Amanda Ridley. I'm a registered dietitian. I actually was born and raised in Chatsworth, Georgia, the county that I'm actually honored to serve. I have been a director in that county now for about 24 years.
Wonderful. So the focus of this episode is all things summer meals, right? So for listeners who may not be aware, what are summer meal programs? What does it look like in Murray County?
Summer meal programs are designed just to take the place of the meals the kids consume during the regular school year, because obviously they're not in the school building, but they may not have access to the good meals they usually do.
Okay. So how are they the same or different than school meals during the academic year?
Well, they're the same in that we offer nutritious a variety of foods, foods from all the food groups, so they still get vegetables and fruits and meats and breads and milk. But they're different because they're a little bit more convenient and they're a little bit more downsized. The choices aren't quite as many.
Can you talk about some of the service models? How do children get access to the meals during the summer?
Absolutely. We travel to the kids in a lot of areas because we know they're home, so we try to find places where there's a lot of kids located where they're living, and they'll come out and meet us at our cars or a bus, and we'll feed them there. And then they also can come to several schools. They're more comfortable coming to the schools to eat, and they can play on the playgrounds and eat with us there.
So for someone who may not be familiar with what a seamless summer site might look like, what would it look like? What's the average day in the life of a seamless summer meal service?
Well, typically we'll send 2 to 3 staff members out, and they'll be either in a personal car or in a van, and they will pull in, and typically it's marked with a sign, and the kids that already know are already lined up waiting. They're so excited. And typically we'll just raise the trunk and we'll put out a little table and set up the boxes and be ready to serve.
So we know like the summertime is a critical time for students to continue to have access to meals. And in our program, the Georgia School Nutrition Program, quality school meals are important to us. In Murray County, what do quality school meals look like for you all?
Well, quality school meals for us, first of all, we want our food to look good. We know the kids see the food first, and if it doesn't look good, they're not going to eat it. They're going to turn their nose up and walk away. So we want the food to look good. So we do a lot of training on appearance, how the food looks. And then next, of course, is just how it tastes. We want it to taste good. We want it to be a good variety. We want the color scheme to be good. Our ladies take great pride in making sure the kids all have a delicious meal that they'll actually eat.
Wonderful. So you talked about your staff taking great pride. As the leader, how do you ensure the standard is maintained?
Oh goodness, I have a great team. Each manager we do a lot of training. They just love kids. It's really easy for me. I'm really blessed and honored to have such a great team. They really take it to heart. They make my job really easy. They really do.
So what kind of meals do you serve in the summer?
Oh goodness, we have a 2-week menu cycle, and it is published, so they know what we're having. We typically pull the very most popular items off of our regular menu, so they're going to have the things they love. So we still do a whole muscle chicken nugget. We do a hamburger, a hot dog, a chicken sandwich, a hot entree every single day, and then we also follow up with a cold entree too. So it'll be like a chicken or a turkey wrap. It'll be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, sometimes a yogurt power pack type thing, sometimes pizza, but then all the vegetables and fruits and milk.
Well, the children in Murray County are surely fed well. What's some of the feedback you get from the students during the summertime and with these experiences?
Oh, they're very excited. They are very excited. I love to go out and see them. When we arrive, usually there's already a line. They're waiting. And they're generally asking what's for lunch, and they know what day is what. A lot of them do. They'll know. And it's also interesting, they also know who's going to come serve them that meal. And if somebody isn't there that day, if they've taken the day off, they ask, where's Miss So-and-so? They want to see Miss So-and-so. But they're very excited about it. And I think it gives them opportunity to jump out of the house and see their friends and maybe play on the playground.
Yeah, and it sounds like a wonderful opportunity for community engagement, especially if they know who's going to be delivering food, and if someone's missing, they're asking about them. So the program and the access is providing that perfect engagement, community engagement piece.
Absolutely, and we oftentimes have members of the community will contact us. We've had book giveaways, we've had churches contact us to say, hey, can we come out and visit with the kids, play games, can we advertise our vacation Bible school or our camps? And we love to have that stuff happen, and they will do that periodically throughout the summer.
It's so wonderful to hear. It makes me think of our mission and vision. You know, we have quality school meals, student and community engagement, and professional development. So many of your responses have aligned with that, and it's apparent the community is involved with supporting and ensuring children have access and space to consume these healthy meals. So that's a great thing. So to our listeners, what does it take to serve safe, high-quality meals every day during the summer?
Well, it's a challenge. It is a challenge. It's a lot of planning. We start planning in March to start that first meal, which is generally about the 3rd week of May. As soon as the last day of school hits, we'll usually start that very first summer day. Our ladies are already trained. They're already trained, but they're coming in from different schools into one school they may not have worked in, and then they're working for a manager they may not have worked for. Yeah. So we do some training there before we get started, and then they all know what to do, but we also just do our same rules: hair nets, hand washing, gloves, taking temperatures, maintaining food logs, logging everything, all that prep work that goes into it to make sure that it's safe.
Yes. So we can't forsake safety, you know, just because it's a different program. That is a quality standard in the school nutrition program. So what are some of the behind the scenes pieces families never see that might be interesting to know about?
Well, some of it is simply the boxes. Sometimes we walk in that school, and because there's so many boxes that come into the school. So when I walk in and I'll see just boxes from floor to ceiling of say baked potato chips or something of that nature in there, they wouldn't see that. They wouldn't see the ladies all gathered around the tables putting together the sandwiches, and they have a great camaraderie. Sometimes the music's playing, and they're having a great time. But then of course they don't see them taking those temperatures and recording the temperatures of the food as it comes out of the oven and as it goes into the cooler before it comes out to their child, to make sure that it is safe and healthy for them to eat.
A lot of background work takes place to ensure the safety of quality school meals. So what is the reaction of parents and families to the meals, the summer meals in your community?
They're very grateful. They're very grateful. Some are very grateful just because it takes a huge financial burden off of them that they may not have the means to provide for their kids. You know, we all know, especially fresh fruits and vegetables are very expensive. So it enables them to give their child a very healthy food that they may not otherwise be able to do. And then it's also very convenient. So a lot of the parents will tell me, oh, I'm so thankful I don't have to worry about this. We can just run out, we just throw on our flip-flops and run out and grab our lunch, you know.
Yeah.
So it's also very convenient. So we get a lot of positive feedback, and the kids love it. They're just so excited.
It sounds like it. And even during the academic year, the benefit of, you know, consuming school meals is that parents can take that burden off. So knowing that that's happening in Maury County through the summer, take the load off. Let us serve the meals. We have a quality school meal. Come eat with us.
Absolutely.
So when you talk to families, how do you describe the why behind these programs?
Well, we get to know the kids. The lunchroom staff, of course, sees these kids every day, and they know their needs. They know what they like.
Yes.
When it's time to ask them, do you want to work in the summer? Because a lot of times you would feel like they wouldn't want to work in the summer. They want to work in the summer, and that's why. They love the kids. They know they need the food, and they want to be there for them. So the why is just simply the children. They love the children. Yeah. They often ask us to let them go to their district where their kids that they actually feed live.
Yes.
And that way they can see them and check on them. They'll say, I want to check on them, and they'll see them.
I love that. So Amanda, tell me, why would variety be important when serving summer meals?
Well, first of all, variety is it's so important so that the kids actually have something that they like. We want them to eat it. But also, in our community, we're rural. We're actually pretty high poverty level. So this could be their one true good meal of the day. So we want it to be the very best meal that it could possibly be. So we make sure that we have a very high quality meal for them. Whether it be our normal whole muscle chicken, the very best brand names of whatever it is that we can get, and a high quality produce. We love to do fresh produce. We'll do fresh strawberries. We do cucumber tomato salad, fresh melons throughout the summer, because we want the kids to have a very good meal.
What a wonderful opportunity and perspective to seize the opportunity to provide more to children. To your point, if we in the National School Lunch Program or School Nutrition Program have the opportunity to expose a child to something different, I think we should always take that opportunity. And we get the opportunity to shift their eating habits long term. So that's a wonderful chance to seize. So
Yes.
I love that you're doing that in the summer meal program. What would you say to encourage families to participate in the Seamless Summer Option Program?
Well, first of all, it is convenient. So even if you have the financial means and you don't need that part, it is so convenient. And the kids actually love it. They get so excited to come out, and they're able to eat foods that you probably don't even think of as a parent to buy at the grocery store. We know you're probably not mixing up corn and bean salad, or you may not be cutting up apples or oranges throughout the summer, or having our famous yogurt muffin power pack that they look so forward to. So I think it gives the kids something to do, and it's something exciting for them, and it also gives them opportunity to eat, and actually to maybe even give the parents some ideas of things that they could make at home for their child to eat as well.
Yeah, so we don't just inspire the children, we inspire the parent and the community. So it's wonderful. It's a wonderful opportunity. So Amanda, how can parents learn more about summer meals in Maury County?
Well, we typically start in May advertising. We'll send an email home to all the parents. There'll be some blast out on all the social media outlets, and then we put signage up in all of the lawns of all the sites that we use. And then for anybody that's anywhere, they can always look on Food Finder. It's a site that will locate any of the summer feeding sites in the nation.
Yeah, so it's not just localized to Maury. Food Finder, you can locate feeding sites anywhere.
Yes.
So one more question, who can participate in Seamless Summer Option?
Great question. Anybody 0 to 18, so even children who are not enrolled in school, it doesn't matter if you're enrolled in school, and it doesn't matter even if you're a resident of that county. So a lot of times if you're on vacation or you're visiting a grandparent or anything, it doesn't matter. So anybody that comes up that's a child from the age of 0 to 18 can receive a meal.
We had such a wonderful conversation with Amanda Ridley, School Nutrition Director in Maury County, Georgia. She shared such valuable insights related to creating access to quality school meals during the summer months through the Seamless Summer Option Program. Amanda, thank you for joining us today and being a great part of serving quality school meals to students in Georgia.
Well, thank you for this opportunity to showcase Maury County Schools and the Seamless Summer Option.
Nutrition doesn't stop when the school year ends. As a mom and a registered dietitian, I know firsthand how important nutrition is to student success. Did you know that many school nutrition programs across Georgia offer free summer meals for children and teens under 18? The Georgia Department of Education School Nutrition Division is proud to support local school nutrition programs that serve healthy, high-quality school meals year-round. When school is out, summer meals help families save time and money while ensuring children continue to receive access to quality school meals. To learn about summer meal locations and hours near you, check your local school district's website, reach out to your local school nutrition director, or visit foodfinder.us.
Thanks for joining us on FuelCast Georgia. Want more of Georgia School Nutrition? Connect with us on social media using #FuelingGA and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. We're here every month with new engaging guests and inspiring stories. Have questions or ideas for future topics? Email us at fuelingga@godot.org. Until next time, the Georgia Department of Education School Nutrition Division is fueling Georgia's future with excellence, one school meal at a time.